That's just...
Was he recording when I said igloos and Mexicans?
No.
Well, they know about the igloos and Mexicans now. It's a conspiracy. Trump was right, but he missed out the important detail. It's not about the wall, it's about the igloos.
Bomb Alaska. That's still an American state, yeah?
Yeah, Alaska's an American state.
Good.
Secretly overrun by white Mexicans.
Okay.
No, there's white Mexicans. Just less tan.
Hey,
Hi.
we're the Stanley graduates.
Are we?
We are.
Oh, okay. And
And-
we're reviewing The Running Warburtons.
The Walking Dead.
Season
2.
I'm good at this. I'm good at these intro things. But yeah, Walking Dead, Season 2. We are reviewing it, continuing on from our Season 1 review of Thy Warburtons of Running, of the dead walking people. Chris already hates me.
Should we just go on with this?
Yeah. Right, let's just get where did we leave off with Season 1? The CDC go bang.
Yes.
They were driving off into the unknown. Now, Season 1 was essentially a pilot season. There was only 6 episodes. Season 2 this time it's 13 episodes. It was
13.
13 episodes. I know, weird
Yeah.
with the odd number, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was 6. It's been 16 ever since then, actually, since
It's been
Season
a lot
3.
more, yeah.
16 episodes because it was 8 every. Because they split it up into halves after that, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, 13 episodes for Season 2. I think it was basically just essentially 6 episodes a half, and then just the kind of middle bit
Yeah.
with the barn.
Mm-hmm.
What a wonderful episode that was. But yeah, let's see. Well, shall we start at the beginning? They're on the highway. There's like cars in the way and things like that, so they think, well, we move these cars out the way, we'll scavenge from some of them.
Yeah.
Like they grab a few bits and bobs, they come across a few shocking, I swear, like they come across a baby seat that's covered in blood or something like that.
They come
that's
across something like that.
That's a dark moment, that is. And then Carl finds like this, like the set of, big ass set of blades basically. Like it's got machetes and all sorts in it. Like there's the dead. He finds there's the little tense bit with the dead person that's in the car in it, even though he's dead.
Yeah.
No, he's dead, not undead dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yes, dead. And after a bit of that stuff, I think Rick starts getting a funny feeling. He sees a zombie in the distance.
We're not telling a story, Terry.
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay.
He sees a zombie in the distance. He raises the sniper rifle, looks down the scope, and he's like, oh, maybe I should take the shot. But then another one shows up, and then another. So it's 3. But then maybe 4, maybe one other pops behind while we're not looking. And then he notices it's actually a giant ass horde, and he tells everybody, get the fuck into hiding.
Yeah.
Andrea, being the ditzy bitch, is inside, and to us they're not, well, I don't know how she doesn't hear them at least or something like that, because I think a large horde like that is going to make some goddamn noise. She's just busy inside the RV, just, taking apart a gun. She's trying to learn how to, be a fish, clean the weapon or this, and you'll be able to take it apart properly and that, but fuck me, the inconvenience. But then again, actually, I suppose it's better, because if she fired off that gun whilst all them were around, she would be food. She would be food. So convenient, I'd say, overall, because she would have definitely fired that gun and got eaten. Although it would have saved us a lot of annoyance, I think, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so T-Dog gets cut on the wrist, doesn't he?
Okay.
He slips, I think, and he cuts his arm on a car or something like that. A big piece of metal coming off a car, and it's like a deep cut. So it's like, the zombies are like, ooh, This my blood. We must search for the source.
Wait, can zombies smell blood?
There was some. I think it was just really because they were quite close or whatever or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's.
Are you sure he didn't make a noise when he got out? That's probably.
Wait. There was that too, but I think the fact that there was quite a bit of blood splattering.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah.
Daryl does a thing. He takes out the two zombies. Yeah, he does a thing. He stabs both of them and then lays T-Dog on the ground and pops a zombie on top of him.
The first of many cool Daryl deaths. The Daryl kills.
Daryl deaths.
He doesn't die.
No, that sounds like a better what's it? The death by Daryls.
Yeah, death by Daryl.
The many death by Daryl moments
and the one of many
cool ones.
Cool kills.
Daryl was pretty much one of the coolest fucking characters in the show.
Yeah.
Even when he was kind of a bit of an arsehole at the start, he was still a really cool character. But then again, TV show arseholes could be really great.
Mm-hmm.
And they camouflage, them so with the zombies on top of them. T-Dog's just like, I'm just gonna lay here and bleed for a second. And then the horde kind of passes. If anything to say, Sophia starts to get out from underneath one of the cars because quite a few of them are actually underneath the cars. And then it's sort of oh no, zombie! It's like I'm out of nowhere. I found a drumstick because that's what kids are. Some of there's chicken drumsticks. The menu. Okay. Sophia screams, starts running away. I swear like she picks up another zombie in the woods or something, or like they're just on the highway and they start chasing after her. Rick starts going after them, like kind of gets hold of Sophia for a short while, and the stream bit, like he tells her to stay under like this little bit that's just by the way I can't properly describe it, and then he takes out the two zombies in pretty cool fashion, to be honest. I remember the final kill on the zombies, smashing its head. It's from the zombie's point of view, and he's smashing its head in with a rock or whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking, is that from that season?
Yeah, that was the first episode. And then for some reason, Sophia decides to move away from the safe location.
Yeah.
Where Rick told her to stay if she was all good, and she just wandered off on her own accord. There wasn't anything that moved her apart from her own stupid will. And then that triggers basically what is the first half of the plot to season 2, which is finding Sophia, because they don't find her immediately after she goes missing, and they stay by the highway for a while. I think they go out searching for a little bit, but don't come across her because Daryl does his tracking bit of business, don't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I think is it Rick, Shane, and Carl? They're walking about, aren't they? And then they come across the deer.
Yeah, the deer.
And this is nature. This is why nature is dangerous, because if you take the time to appreciate the beauty of nature, you will be shot for it. Because Carl gets shot, but the deer is the target, but Carl gets it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't appreciate nature because it will catch you and it will try to kill you. You appreciate a bear. You appreciate a bear in its natural habitat. Oh, it's so
You'll get lead in the chest.
Yeah, so you appreciate a bear in the middle of nature. It's in its natural habitat. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's clawed my face off. Just don't appreciate beautiful things.
Destroy everything.
Destroy everything. That's the human way.
Okay.
And Carl goes down, and that's basically the end of the first.
I think
episode.
so. Yeah.
They leave it on that cliffhanger, don't they? And then there's a next episode where Otis, Mr. Chubby Man, comes on. He's actually very skinny. He's very skinny in the comics.
Mm.
And before they actually even reach the farm in the comics, they actually meet Tyrese, his daughter and his daughter's boyfriend. I think that's like issue 10 or 11 or something like that.
Alright.
And that's where they also go to that Wiltshire estate, which is, let's say, that's referenced in some of. It's actually referenced in this season as well, but barely, like just barely. It's not even done by name. Like the Wiltshire estates thing actually came from I think production notes or whatever. And yeah, like in the comics, like that place, they think that's a place to stay there, but then turns out it's absolutely filled with zombies. In the like comics and canon stuff like that, the governor had actually been there already.
Oh, right.
And like he was the one. There was a sign outside, like I think it was basically like don't go in dead inside or whatever, or all dead, something like that. That was left by the governor and the group of people that he was with.
Okay.
And so yeah, then it's after that they actually head towards the farm in the comics, or I think they're out hunting in the comics, like after Wiltshire Estates, and then Carl gets shot then, which leads to the events of the farm in the comics, which is a lot shorter in the comics as well. Like they did spend a little bit too much time at the farm in season 2, but there is a reason for that.
Oh yeah.
And that was that Frank Darabont, the director of season 1, he was fired from season 2, and from what I can remember, it has been a while since I have read up on that particular incident, but I believe part of it was over the fact that he did ask for a bigger budget. And they got more episodes, and I believe kind of around the same budget.
What I remember from reading something like that was, I think he wanted to do a lot of stuff. Like he wanted to do an episode, at least a bit of an episode, which was to do with how the army man got into the.
Oh yeah, no, I did read about
certain
that.
Things like that, and obviously.
They could have just left that for the webisodes or something.
They could have, but obviously the producer, I'm guessing one of the producers,
I believe so, yeah.
didn't want to.
And I believe the showrunner to a degree as well. Which was it?
I'm pretty sure that'd be.
I believe it was it Scott Gimple?
I don't know.
Either,
But anyway, yeah, he got fired, and obviously there was a.
But Jeffrey DeMunn ended up asking to leave. The one who played Dale, he ended up asking to leave the project as well, because he was a friend of Frank Darabont's, having been in a few of his films before, like The Green Mile. I believe The Mist. I think that's a Frank Darabont film, and I believe one other film as well. Laurie Holden, who plays Andrea, has been in 1 or 2 Frank Darabont films as well.
And obviously, yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of background stuff.
Yeah. Jeffrey DeMunn actually had a change of heart after asking about leaving the show, but by then it had been written in and finalised. So like, yeah, he died in season 2, which was, I really liked Dale's character in both iterations, and you gotta love Dale Face. I love Dale Face, man. It's like the judging old man face.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, Carl got shot, Otis, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, really. And then, I think, doesn't Maggie pop along or something like that?
I can't remember.
Or is it, no wait, Rick and Otis run towards Herschel's house, like, what's it, the farm? And then they start trying to do the main thing, and then Maggie goes on horseback and goes to Laurie and be like, yo, love, your son be shot, fam, he's now like proper street.
Yeah. But yeah, she said something like that.
No, nothing. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. Laurie jumps on the horse and basically rides back to thingy, and then I think quite a few of them end up going over to the farm, or 1 or 2 I think stay back.
Yeah.
To try and wait for just in case Sophia came back, which what isn't quite known at the time is that Sophia has already been found by Otis before and has actually been put in the barn with the rest of the walkers. That's something that is not known, and obviously doesn't last. Well, no, it's kind of even harder to find out after the fact that Otis dies very early on. Like that, I've got friends. player messages.
Oh boy.
Yeah, basically it's then after as well he needs more medical equipment because he's not really a doctor. Herschel, he's a veterinarian. Like I was surprised like Carl wasn't just sort of going nay or oink after or something. He's a farm veterinarian. Yeah.
That would be
that.
What?
And it was also a terrible joke. But fuck it.
Yeah.
But fuck it. Yeah. Shane and Otis volunteered to go and get the medical equipment needed, and then there's a large chase where they end up. They're getting chased fucked by a large group of zombies. They essentially run out of ammo.
I guess the second or third little glimpse of
basically Shane's descent into this is the first time you properly see the
how far that he's going to go.
How far he
what
would be
he
willing
can
to go
do to a sense of
because you see in season 1 where he just pointed a shotgun at Rick.
You could be he's jealous.
Yeah, he's jealous. He's he shot the guy he was working in the foot, punched him up a bit as well because Otis was fighting back obviously as well, and then just let him get devoured by bloody zombies and stuff like that. And then I think because he lost a piece of it, part of his hair, wasn't it? Otis ripped it out or something like that, so he shaved his head.
Oh yeah, he does that. He does that thing when he's in there.
He looks cool. He does look. He looks like a hard ass. You gotta admit, he looks like a hard ass.
Yeah.
And then that's the first proper big peek into Shane's dark personality. Because what is he essentially? I think it's a duo antagonist or something like that. He's sort of like a secondary hero, but in a way the overarching villain to a sense. He's kind of a bit of both.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
He's not the anti-hero to a degree because he's more the villain with a hint of he's starts season 2 more in a way of the heroic light and descends into the villain as time goes on.
Yeah.
Heroic light who's jealous of the relationship between Rick and Laurie.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's the big reveal in this season. Well, Laurie is pregnant, and nobody knows who the father is. Jeremy Kyle, where the fuck are you when we need you?
You're not the father. You are.
But the lie detector results say Shane is the father.
I've seen some of those. I've seen best bits of Jeremy Kyle. Oh my god.
I know.
Are these people real?
Sadly, yes. But I think Jeremy Kyle just shows what the worst humanity has to offer, just like The Walking Dead does, but in a more story-driven and dramatic form.
Good segue. We're back. But yeah, we're back to The Walking Dead. Good segue.
Thank you.
But yeah, what were we talking about?
Segways.
God.
Really not a fucking lot happens really for quite a bit, does it?
Yeah, I mean...
It's there is story, but you can mostly put it down to just faffing about. That is literally, you've got to admit, it's literally...
I mean, the main parts in it are...
Laurie crashes a car on an empty fucking road.
She does.
There is some stupid, questionable things that happen in parts of season 2.
And obviously, like you said before, with character deaths, Dale dies.
Dale dies, he does.
Yeah.
Carl indirectly causes that because he takes a gun out of, I think it was one of the pouches on Daryl's bike. And then, there's a zombie stuck in the mud. He starts teasing it. He's like, "Look, I'm dinner with a gun. Come and get me." Mm. And then, the zombie gets out of the grip a little bit, gets out of the mud a smidge, and
but he gets out the mud, so he can actually.
Not quite at that time, but he does get out of it after.
Yeah.
He just gets out of it enough a little to just shit Carl up, and Carl runs away, loses the gun, and then at the end of the episode, I think it was episode 10 or 11 or something like that, because that was happened quite close to the choice of executing Randall, wasn't it? Which we'll get to that too. But what was I on about again? My fucking brain just died.
We're talking about Carl.
Carl,
those
yeah,
two,
then Dale's, yeah, and then I think the zombie, it gets one of Herschel's cows, which distracts Dale long enough in the middle of the field because he's having a nice little walk all by himself in the dark in the middle of the field. Yeah, you know.
Standard.
Yeah, in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, mind, you know, not dangerous. And well, he was proven immediately wrong when he gets jumped by a zombie and has his stomach pulled open. And well, they kill the zombie. I think Carl sees the zombie as well. And he's like, "Oh no, I caused things." And then Rick goes to shoot. Dale in the head, but he's like, I can only shoot little girls. and then Daryl takes over and is like, I'm the bigger man here. I can shoot old men.
You know when I saw that, I was like, you know what would have been a lot more kind of like, oh shit,
what
if like Shane shot Dal.
You know, that would have had.
Yeah, because
that would have had some interesting.
They had a bit like of a conflict, didn't they?
That would have actually had a.
Yeah,
They really should have done that.
They should have done it, but
that would have made for a whole like more interesting kind of thing. Like I don't know properly how that planned, but that would definitely be something interesting.
That was
to
something
see.
I did when the credits went up. I was like, that would have been a bit more.
Well, Shane was there, was he not?
He might have been. Yeah.
I believe he was around there. I believe he wasn't. So. I don't think he was anywhere important. I mean, they weren't exactly doing anything else so fucking important. Apart from they just decided the random execution thing. So.
I don't know, but I would have thought that would have been better. But whatever.
Andrea won't stop fucking whining. Like seriously, like season 1 I give her leeway, her sister just fucking died, but for God's sake all she does is cry like a little bitch, fuck shit up and tell people to commit suicide. She may as well put some fucking dark makeup on, dye her hair black and call herself a fucking emo. And cut her wrist, she should have cut her wrist too, you know, but actually succeeded.
I'm pretty goth. You described it goth, but fair dues.
No, like what's it? The sort of, you know how emos do it with like the smoky kind of black eye makeup and that. That's like,
okay, yeah.
They
yeah.
like
Yeah,
think about it, emos are like goths essentially, but with a bit more depression.
More depression.
No, like goths are depression, but they're happy about their depression. Emos are just fucking depressing.
Yeah. Okay. We'll end our tangent on the.
Yeah, we'll end our tangent there. But yeah, would you agree?
Yes.
Good. But yeah, Andrea, Jesus fucking Christ.
But anyway, I'll give you the segment to big up comic book, Andrea. Go.
Yeah, the main reason, like, I don't hate the actress like I said, like she was trying with what she was given, but I just don't. The character was just written poorly, like compared to what she was in the comics. In the comic, yeah, she had like the similar kind of start thing, like exactly, like her sister died, all stuff like that, and she went through quite a depressive thing. She actually got in a relationship with Dale in the fucking comics, like that lasted quite a long time, and she was badass as hell. Like she was the best shot out of everyone in the group. She was like the lead, sharpshooter out of everyone in the group. She'd taken a lot of damage, both psychologically, physically, all kinds of stuff. She is still alive in the comics today and just a hard, strong, brilliant, well-written character. And in the TV series, she just moans. Whinges, moans, causes problems, falls over when zombies fucking... She screams all the time. Maybe a bit less towards the end and that, but then she'd still find something to fucking scream at or fuck up. She shoots Daryl for God's sake. I think you could tell by like the fact that neither Rick or Shane or whatever, when they ran up to Daryl, who was in a bit of a fucking state at that point, like the fact that they didn't shoot him maybe could have given the sign that maybe it's not a zombie. But she thinks, oh, you know what, I'm going to be super helpful here and I'm going to shoot it even though I can't actually see 100% if it's a zombie or not. And is wearing clothes remarkably similar to what Daryl would be wearing. Idiots!
So, why do you think they didn't adapt her character?
I don't know. Apparently she was meant, like I was reading the thing earlier, apparently she was meant to live on, but her character got cut short, so it was the writing.
So you think the writing was just like,
for that one particular...
they basically tried to make her like what they've done with basically Carol.
In a way,
turn her into a badass, but they took too long for her.
It was the other way around, basically.
Yeah.
Like, in the comic series, Carol is kind of more a background character than anything that doesn't really amount to much. She ends up actually going quite fucking crazy. And then she ends up committing suicide in the comics. I think that's around, the 30s or late 20s issues or the 30s issues or something like that. And in the TV series, Carol is such a fucking... she has one of the best story arcs out of any character in the show.
So you
you see season 1, Meek, just weak, just being controlled and stuff actually. Look at her now. It's season 5 or stuff I've seen. Even now, she's much stronger than she was, with the current drama that she was going through. So, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
But, she's still, the character, the art of the show is fantastic and definitely one of the best differences between the comics and the TV. TV series Carol is much better than the comic book version of Carol.
Just going back to Andrea.
Yeah,
you
Andrea,
just
the
think
shite ass.
But you just blame it on writing, and they
decided
because they were trying to extend it, but
there was times where she showed through. There was some moments where she could shine through as a girl, particularly a bit more in season 3 here and there, but there was 1 or 2 good moments in season 2 as well. But overall, I just did not like the writing for the character at all. And she just fucked up so many things. Even she got Beth to try and commit suicide.
I can't remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, she got her to try and lock herself in the bathroom and fucking slit her wrists or whatever, that, which makes Beth more hard-assed than fucking Andrea, because at least she actually fucking tried to commit suicide properly, not sit around and wait for an explosion.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, I could go to Syria and wait around for explosions. It's not like I'm trying to commit suicide. I'm just waiting for the most dangerous fireworks display ever. The main big shock of the season 2, Sophia is in the barn, and the barn is where Herschel puts all his zombified family and neighbours, because Herschel, this is what Herschel's particular story arc is, that he believes that they're not dead and that they can be cured. But then the barn incident seriously undoes that, because Shane walks out with a load of guns and some of the other group, and the thing was, shoots all the zombies in the barn. I think Herschel said in one of the later episodes that he realised when Shane shot one of the ones that they were taking into the barn 5 times in the chest, and he was like, mate, I still want to eat you. I want to eat you even more now. And and then they kill all the zombies, and Sophia was like, I'm just gonna wait in the barn patiently for dramatic tension.
Zombies big on dramatic tension.
Yeah, she was very big on the dramatic tension. And then walks out, everyone starts doing the crying thing, don't they? Carol, who's obviously most devastatable because it's her daughter.
Yeah.
And Daryl's also, you can see he's hurt as well. And when Daryl starts to get hurt, you're gonna cry like a bitch. And then Rick steps forward and goes, "Only a real man can shoot dead little girls."
Hey, what else?
Glenn and Maggie.
Oh yeah.
They're doing the they do the badunka-dunka-dunking. Like he really gets it through luck, and you gotta be honest. Like Lauren Cohen is way above his class. Like she's way above his league. Glenn's not bad looking, but come on, like she's
okay.
Like,
yeah.
like even sending on his trailers, like it's the apocalypse basically. Like that's the only reason that she, yeah. Look, good going, Glenn. Good going. You're helping out the less handsome man.
Oh God.
There's hope. All we just got to do is wait for the world to start ending.
Yeah.
But no, like that was kind of the funny incident where in the pharmacy, weren't there, where there was I think it was like some pregnancy stuff, and he was trying to get, and then she's like, "What you what's it looking for?" I was looking for. Oh shit! I've got condoms. And then I swear, like they basically fuck in the pharmacy.
I think so.
Because you know, like with the apocalypse, there's not really going to be anybody around watching. Unless there's maybe a creepy zombie in the bush. Like, that's, you know, like the Charger in Left 4 Dead 2, the guy with the fucking enormous arm.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the, like, I think there's, like, basically, there might be Chargers in The Walking Dead, then they're just sat in the bush watching Glenn and Maggie go at it. Yeah, we had to stop briefly recording because Chris became Jesus momentarily. But, we're just going to start with this. Shane and Andrea briefly do the dirty in the car. That was right.
Was there a reason for that?
Like they go down to that the first like what's it without name nod to Wiltshire Estates. You know they go to the house's place. I think I cannot remember what they're searching for.
I can't remember.
They just went there for a reason.
Right.
And then zombies started appearing. I think when they were running back towards the car, or something happened or whatever. And like I think she's missing the first few shots or whatever when she's firing back at them, but then she's all of a sudden she's like, no, for this 5-10 second scene that's left of it, I'm gonna be a badass and start shooting zombies. And then like that's literally like I think but in the TV series that is all you get to see of like the potential like coolness of Andrea, even though even in that scene it wasn't that cool because it was literally just all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But there was a little bit of stuff beforehand, but that was in the same episode. It was kind of like for a season that was quite drawn out. Quite a few bits were rushed, weren't they?
A bit. Yeah.
But yeah, like that happened, and all of a sudden she's a badass with a gun for all of about 10-15 seconds. And then it cuts to her driving on the way back, and then like I think that she's shot about 30 dead people, so now Minge is wet. Basically, she's horny as hell, and then what does she just looks at her and is like, I want some of that Shane penis.
Yeah.
And then she just starts groping him on. In the gentleman's area, I will be a bit more gentlemanly about it now. Even though it's completely pointless.
Yeah.
And then he looks over while driving and he's like, I ain't saying no.
Yeah.
And then they literally just stop in the middle of the road and she just basically and then it just happens there. And then that's it. There's nothing beyond that after. There's not even really any development between them after that. It's just literally it's like she shot some dead people, got horny, screwed him, and then that's it. That went nowhere. Apart from like maybe just I think the odd looking at each other and smiling a little bit here and there in that same episode, but then never went beyond that. Laurie flipped a car in an open road.
Why?
I've already mentioned it, but
yeah,
she flipped a car in an open road. Like we can't mention enough how stupid that is.
But why?
I don't know. She's not. I think she went out to go and look for Rick. I think who was looking for Herschel at the time or whatever, and she thinks I'll go out and search for him and just pawn my kid off to all the other people like I always do, and go and crash a car in a fucking open road like a fucking idiot. Seriously.
It flipped, didn't it?
Yeah, it flipped. She's really not helping the stereotype for women drivers. Like, really. That's...
Petties.
Yeah.
Petties.
But I think then Shane comes and rescues her, and he's like, "Yeah, Rick's back. Yeah, sure. I'll get your ass back home so you can kiss that loving husband of yours who's always running away to go and help other people." And then turns out he isn't back. Still with Glenn, searching. Well, no, he's with Herschel at that point. Oh, and another thing to definitely mention with is Rick's first human kills are in season 2.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's kind of like human kills are kind of a bigger thing. Definitely, like even the smaller characters are, as time goes on, like the more they do, it's kind of it's part of the theme of The Walking Dead is say the like fight for survival and how much of your humanity you're willing to sacrifice.
It's not just the zombies that you need.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about it. It's not just all about the zombies.
Yeah.
It's how the humans, the characters, grow and deal with these situations and what they turn into. Do they lose their humanity, become horrible people, do they get it back, this, that? It's just so many different possibilities, and The Walking Dead completely explores so many different paths.
Yeah.
Just doesn't get all of them right, as we see sort of with Andrea. But yeah, like what's it? Back, Laurie comes back to the farm. And then Rick's first human kills, which are on like where they kind of it's kind of where they see for the first time like what interacting with other humans and how dangerous it could potentially be.
It's one of the. It's a technically a second time that they met another group.
Yeah, like
the first time they've actually met a group that
of actually hostile.
Yes.
Even though like with the last group before, which was the Latino group looking after the old people, they hostile at the start, but then they ended up working things out and all stuff like that. Shut up on your phone. Vibrations. But no, this is like sort of a taste of what was to come in terms of interacting with other people, because then like other people have started to turn into more horrible kinds of people as well, because at the end of it, it's a kind of you can understand from like certain points of view with other people where they're fighting with them that at the end of the day it's just a fight for survival. It's just that quite often Rick's group comes out on top because these are the group.
Well, if you think about the world like that, you have to adapt, I guess.
Oh yeah, so
that kind of world, yeah.
It's like Shane in a way was kind of ahead of everyone else in that aspect.
Oh yeah.
But at the same, he understood it too early, and that's kind of what got him killed a bit in the end. He transformed too quickly. He caught on to what the world was actually becoming, and it fucked him up really, didn't it? That and the love triangle with Laurie and Rick kind of sent him over the edge.
Oh yeah.
But Rick has his first human kills. I think it was Tony and what was one of them? I can't remember the name of the other guy.
I don't know.
But one was called Tony, and I think like one gets shot in the heart or something like that, and then the other gets shot twice.
Oh yeah.
Like once like here and then there, and then once in the head, I believe, just to finish him off. That.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's also where Herschel has they're kind of trying to, because he goes into a bit of depression and relapses
because that was near the end.
He relapses from drinking as well.
Yeah.
That's probably mine, that one.
Wow.
Yeah, he relapses from drinking, he's in depression, and that about the fact that he felt so stupid as to believe that he could cure or find a cure for the dead, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a cure for death.
Yeah, but at the same time, they shouldn't be walking up. They should be walking around.
Yeah, they're really inconsiderate.
Yeah. Just die. You want to talk about the
episode where Rick and Shane fight?
Do you want to talk about that?
But what was your?
I was going to go straight to the end, but we can talk about.
Yeah, because that's definitely
the actual conflict that they have.
Yeah, that was where like we really saw a true conflict between Shane and Rick just starting off because they unleash all their pent-up aggression and animosity that's been between each other, because they both know Laurie's pregnant.
Oh yeah.
And they both know that either one of them could be the father. So there is a lot of kind of animosity between them at the time, and then like I think they go out to let Randall loose, I believe, but I think Shane wants to execute him. They're arguing over it, and that's kind of where the fight starts in a way, because then it starts leading on to the other subjects. I think it's like saying he can't. I think like Shane saying like he can't protect Laurie and Carl or something like that. He won't be able to protect them. And then he just flips out from there, and then there's the big fight. Like it's quite a long one as well, and it lasts. I think it's like half the episode basically.
I can't.
It's because it's like they kind of fight each other a bit first, but then zombies get thrown into the mix as well, don't they?
That's probably why I'm like, I don't remember that.
Yeah, like there's the bit I think where there's like 3 zombies on Rick. He shoots the first 2 and they are on top of him, and then there's a third one that's trying to get to him. And then he sticks the gun like through one of the dead zombies' skulls just because he can't quite get the angle on it any other way. Just sticks it through the zombie's blown out skull just so he can get it out. That's one thing we need to mention. The special effects for the show are amazing. Like they are fantastic. This done by Gregory Nicotero, who is a protege of the guy who did, Tom Savini, who is a legend in the horror special effects industry. He did, I think, he did the last 2 of the Dead films, like in the original trilogy. Was going to be involved in Night of the Living Dead, but he was actually drafted into Vietnam, which is actually where he did get some of his inspiration from it. I think there was a quote said, if it didn't look like what it was in Vietnam, then he wasn't satisfied basically. But yeah, the special effects for the show, like it consistently gets better as well, because even with like time, the zombies kind of rot, like they look completely different now from what they did in season 1. Like a lot of these. Some of them still, like in season 1, quite a few of them still had skin were just kind of paler, maybe had like wounds and stuff like that from where like they'd been bitten or attacked just cut up a bit. Now they're just like rotting like down to the bone, most of them.
Yeah, I mean, like you would expect that from like they like a lot of the zombies that you see from that thing came from like the forest and stuff, so they're gonna be like
the heat from because where they were in as well, Georgia is a hot, humid
and
county.
If you're a rotten corpse, that's no
good
for you.
But so back with like the fight between because Shane gets trapped in the school bus with the zombies. I think like he cuts his hand a bit so he obviously trying to get the zombies towards him so he can just stab them and try and take them out one by one as they try to reach and push their head in through the door to take a bite at his hand. It's a bit of an interesting way to do it, but yeah. And then Rick's thinking he's got Randall thinking of leaving Shane behind, but then he can't because it's probably like he's still his friend kind of thing. They haven't properly become, and Rick is, or at least at that time, his moral ethics have not completely gone down the toilet yet. He's still kind of the original like pre-apocalypse Rick to a sense. And then he comes back, rescues him, and then they put Randall back in the bloody back in the boot of the car. And I think there's one of the bits I actually like about that episode is when Shane, like it's mainly when they're first going at the start of the episode and then right at the end of the episode when they're going like there's a zombie. There's 2 great moments, and a great way to sort of start and end it is just on moments of pondering right there. Now towards basically the end, where Shane unties Randall, doesn't it? Because he's amazed now. Well, actually, before we let's talk about Laurie really caused the ending. What happened there because of a conversation? She had a conversation with Shane. Like I think it was when he was fixing something up on everything or whatever. And I cannot remember the conversation exactly, but basically she ended up. She was trying to sort of apologise in a sense and say that when they were briefly together, she did enjoy it, and that kind of led him on to think, there's still a chance in his in a thing. Then he ends up taking Randall because they decide, I think, after Dale's death, not to execute him in it out of respect for his memory. So he takes Randall out into the woods, snaps his neck, which also leads to to a degree, how Glenn and Daryl find out that, because he's got no bite marks on him and he turns in it. And then I think he runs into a tree as well, Shane does, to break his nose, doesn't he, to make it look like Randall had attacked him and then puts his gun, I think covers his gun in the leaves, despite whatever, runs out and it's like, he punched me. I'm a absolutely enormous, aggressive man versus this small, skinny teenager, but he got the jump on me. I'm a police officer, and he got the jump on me.
You're technically a police
officer. This story is believable. And well, I think was it Rick? He said in the final episode that he'd kind of sussed it out as they were going in, but then I don't know if he hadn't found it suspicious just at the start there alone, because damn, that was a flimsy ass excuse.
But then you get to the last.
Yeah, which was it? Shane keeps leads him out to the field, and then he's going to shoot him there, and Rick tries to talk him down and stuff like that. And well, he's kind of successful, isn't he? As well, he stabs him. But then, I think by the, like you said, Rick had that's where you can see the start of Rick's descent to a degree, because he confessed to Laurie in the episode. He said, by the time we got all the way out there, I wanted him dead.
Oh yeah.
So Kyle's back. But he was said, well, they will say one in there, so yeah. Brother's a child with his bros. He even admits it. I like, I think it was at the end of, it was on the first half of season 2, I believe. Yeah. It's when they're in the tent or something like that, and Laurie's just talking to him, and then the camera just slowly pans in on Rick as he just starts staring into the camera or whatever. You remember that bit? Yeah. That was. I feel that I think they were really trying to bring some dramatic tension there, but it didn't really work, did it?
Not as well as they probably hoped.
I just saw it took it more as sort of a threat from Andrew Lincoln looking at us saying, you better like this season, otherwise I'm going to come and get you.
Oh dear.
But yeah. Basically, that's the start of kind of Ritz there, because he kills Shane, he stabs him. I think somewhere around here, in the stomach, kind of towards the heart. I think it's somewhere around that area.
Yeah, it's somewhere like that.
And it's like, you made me. Basically, all that kind of something along. I can't remember the exact line. It's been a little while since I watched it, but I remember pretty much nigh on most of it, except for just the lines here and there.
And then,
I think he kills it, and then
he dies.
So Carl, sort of seen this, and then Rick's like, is he like, it's not what it looks like? Because I don't know if they use a cliche such as that. But yeah, I think Carl points to gun, Rick thinks he's pointing to gun, but it turns out Shane is a zombie, and he's walking towards the Rick, and he's like, I'm gonna eat you. And then he gets shot by Carl. Bet he was going to eat Laurie after, and Carl too.
And now, this is something that I've always been a bit
like... Is it... When, Rick stabs Shane, his gun goes off. Nothing happens. But then, because Carl shoots Shane, his gun shot... Yeah, zombies come.
Now, I always thought that would have been a good ending to the series.
But then they needed to get
one.
But they needed to get the fuck away from the farm because people weren't happy.
Yeah, I guess they just wanted to They're away. They're gone.
They're gone. Don't worry.
Here's the prison. Be happy with it.
Look, we're teasing it, but for some reason they won't get to it for 8 months.
Yeah.
Even though it's that
always bugged me a little bit because I was like, that would.
It was fucking good. Sure, it was a good finale for what was quite a filler season. To be honest, it was a good finale for what was mostly kind of a filler season.
Yeah.
So they probably threw most of the budget in there because like there was some episodes where you'd see like one zombie in the background and it's like, hey, cameo, and then just leaves. Like it doesn't even interact. It's just there, far about 1 kilometre in the background.
Yeah.
It's not what you want. Like you want zombies in a zombie drama.
Yeah.
Shane Walsh. Character spotlight. Shane Walsh.
Yes. Yes, and I was about to say, for a character that was meant to if you think about
it, was only in 6
to,
issues in the comics, so
yeah,
like,
if you think about the comic book, you would think like.
But I'm really did glad.
They did do well.
I really did glad. I really am glad. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I really am glad that they did keep him alive for longer, because also I really do like because I've seen the actor John Bunn before. I've seen him in a few more like films and TV shows now, and he is a good actor. He is a really good actor. I liked him in Fury. I liked him in Daredevil as the Punisher. I think there has been another. He was in Night of the Museum. Well, he was in one of them. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, I think it was 2 or 3, but yeah, he was in there as like an Al Capone type. No, he was Al Capone.
Oh. Eddie. But yeah.
He was black. He was like black and white colour as well. It was kind of.
But yeah, yeah, I think. Let's get on with this.
Why do I have a family?
Oh god. But yeah, I think yeah, like I said, like yeah,
I've got to pop the phone a second.
like without I think if Shane did die in season 1,
literally in the last episode, episode 6.
I really think like season 2 would have suffered a
It
lot.
really would have.
Yeah,
like, it would have been so boring.
I mean, you needed that.
Shane still, to be honest, is like still stands out as one of the best characters for The Walking Dead. To be honest, because he kind of really he kind of gives you a future aspect of what the mentality is to come for the characters. Because like by season 5 time, like Rick, especially like when he's in Alexandria, he
kind of
really gives off a Shane vibe in season 5.
But that's like when, you know, like there were people like the majority of the group either had a sort of same-ish, but like, you know, like he did go over the edge in that season, but yeah, had like, you know, that sort of.
But yeah, he gave off a very heavy Shane
I would say
vibe
Shane's character was probably just about ahead of his time.
Yeah.
In the whole sort of like, you need to be ruthless in these situations.
But he did it too early.
Yeah.
Which was essentially what got him killed in the end.
Yeah.
And also the like triangle, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, glad he stayed around for longer because he really had like quite a big impact on the show.
Yeah.
Like he was really brutal at times as well. Like so with Otis, like was it the kind of Otis?
Yeah.
When the way he was like especially with the barn show, you can understand why he was like the way, because he recognised the reality of what it was. He was trying to get Herschel that to catch up. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, that's how. He having the slow kind of people like them with you, it makes you more likely to be killed because you don't understand what is happening as much.
Oh yeah.
Shane did understand basically what was going on and was very much prepared for it. He was just kind of trying to get people to catch up. It's just he did it in pretty much the dickish way possible.
Yeah. But yeah, so Shane is
best character of season 2.
Anyway, should we wrap this?
Bacon.
If you want. Anyway, that was our review
of The Running Warburtons, season 2.
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
Yep.
Tune in 3 years when we do season 3.
we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, if you like this,
That's
leave
an
a like.
over-exaggeration.
Yeah, but
2.5 years.
It might be. Yeah, it might be that. We'll see. We'll talk. Anyway, if you like this, leave a like. Comment,
share, subscribe, suicide.
Don't do that.
No, don't. Yeah,
Please
don't do that. Kill yourself softly. Do it with a pillow that's soft.
Oh no, with a pillow. But anyway, that was this was the Starling graduates.
Yes, the graduate Starlings. I just should stop.
Just wave, Terry.
Yeah, bye. I'm sorry. No, I'm not apologising. I'm not apologising.